everybody, this is Dave here at Pulp Alley, and I am with Senorita June is here in her, what is this, Moses basket or something like that they call it, but she's sitting here drinking away. We'll see how things go while we try and get this video, this set-up video. So what we're going to do here is set up for tomorrow's scenario, the live scenario that we are playing tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Central Time. Don't miss the game tomorrow, but right now we're going to set up for it. So we know that the commissioner was carried off with El Indio on the back of a pony as they escaped, and now the Sweetwater Boys have tracked the desperados to their hideout. And so what they're going to have to do now is try to rescue the commissioner. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how baby June is doing here. Right there? Okay. All right. Let's see how this goes. So I guess the first thing we're going to do, we're going to put the commissioner here in the center of the table. Here he is. So that is the only plot point for this scenario, is the plot point right there in the middle of the table. The next thing we're going to do is roll to see. Let's take a look at the table just real quick. Here's the overhead, the eagle eye view looking down from above. So here in the middle of the table is the commissioner. For this particular scenario, let me show you another view here so you can see it from that angle as well. We'll see how this goes. Maybe she'll like it better if she's sitting up. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. All right, so let's roll for initiative. We're going to say El Indio and his desperados are going to be the red dice, and we're going to make the Sweetwater Boys will be the white dice. Move this camera over here so you can see this a little bit better. So Haidai will start off as the director, and it is the Sweetwater Boys. And so they get to decide whether or not they want to be the attacker or the defender for this scenario. I'm already setting it up for them to basically be the rescuers, and those are the attackers for this scenario. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and make them the attacker. And that means El Indio and his desperados are the defenders. And one of the things that the defender has to do in this one is split their league into two groups. So I'm going to make one group that is Indio and one desperado, and group two is Sancho and his two desperados. The attacker then picks one of those two groups to start play on the table, and the other group does not show up until possibly later in the scenario. They may never show up at all. So looking at those two groups, what would you pick? I think, in the long and short of it, I think keeping Indio off of the table is probably the better option. So we're going to pick Sancho, the deployment of Sancho. I'm going to put him fairly close here to the, maybe I'll put him inside the house, you know. Maybe let's just stick him inside here. Let's just put all three of them inside and say, come and get us. What do you think their chances are of holding the house? So we'll just pile all three of them inside the house like that. What do you guys think? Something like that? Look at that. So they're close by the commissioner, but if they need to, they can go out there and take on the commissioner as well. Let me see now. What do we do with the attacker? Let's see what we do with the attacker now. For this scenario, the attacker sets up, deploys within 12 inches of any of the corners. Within 12 inches of any of the corners. So, I think what we'll do I think I'm going to set up the Sweetwater boys in these two corners over here. So I'm going to put Two Gun Bob and Hank and Kenny in this corner over here. Let's see, 12 inches, pretty much that cactus. And then we're going to put Jake and Jellybean and Ringo in this corner over here. So they're coming in from two different corners. There's Jake, Ringo, and Jellybean. In this case, I'm going to put Jake behind them so that my two gunners are up front, and Jake is kind of pointing the way, leading them up towards it. So they're going to be coming in from this side, and then we have Two Gun Bob and two other characters from the Sweetwater Ranch coming in from that side. So that looks pretty nice. Okay, so real quickly, let's take a look at the special rules for this scenario. One is that, we should draw cards. We should draw cards. I'm not sure that these have been shuffled, so mix them up a little bit. And then Two Gun Bob is the director, so we're going to let them get the first three cards. They got a Sucker Punch, a Misfortune, ooh, that's a good one, and a Warmed Up, so that's pretty good. Sancho and the Desperados inside the house got a Bad News, that's always nice, you know, to give it to the enemy, an Unseen Peril, and a Focus. Now that Focus isn't going to be particularly useful because the defenders cannot actually attempt the plot point. They're basically already in possession of it, so there's no reason for them to try to pick it up. There are gunmen that will be appearing. Initially, they appear to be helping the Sweetwater boys, but it could be a clever trap set up by El Indio, and these extra gunmen could end up switching sides. We'll have to see how that goes. So there's an element of danger with these extra gunmen that have come riding in to help the Sweetwater boys. Are they really there to help, or are they there to cause trouble? The rewards, let's see. The defender in this scenario cannot attempt the plot point. Draw a card from the reward stack each time you clearly win a fight. So you do get to draw a card from the reward stack, and that's going to have some interesting extra things in there. One of them is the card that says it's a trap, and if that happens, then all bets are off, and all of a sudden El Indio shows up with his extra desperado. The gunmen switch sides, and things get bad for the Sweetwater boys. So what they don't want to do is draw that it's a trap card. So this could be tricky. The thing that always keeps this scenario interesting is you just don't know if you can actually trust those extra gunmen that have come along to help you, because just about at any time, at any turn, they could switch sides, and all of a sudden they are your enemies. So that's something to keep in mind. This was scenario number 8. It was called Massacre Road, so that's the name of the scenario if you want to look it up and find all the special rules about it. This is basically the setup right now, so I hope you liked this. Please, please do not miss the live game tomorrow morning, Sunday, 10 a.m. It's going to be a lot of fun. Shh, don't wake up the baby. Don't wake up the baby. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.